So, in this video, hi, my name is Morphsuit America, and I'm going to be talking about a short summary synopsis of what I feel and how I feel about New Genesis. There'll be separate videos later going into further topics and discussion about some things like, for example, having multiple characters, the pros and cons to that. However, note that this is still the beginning. This is still new. There's a lot of things they need to flesh out, but overall, when it comes to me playing it and enjoying it, it's pretty much a new, fresh start. They revamp a lot of stuff, and ignoring some of the gripes, like if I had to look at New Genesis without doing that comparison to old PSO2, it's just, you know, a breath of fresh air, and it's different from some of the formulas that is within the Phantasy Star universe. And then also, it's kind of following some of the same stuff to like other MMORPGs, but it depends on if you have said experience or stories, or you've been exposed to as many MMORPGs or video games and whatnot. But it's a breath of fresh air. It is friendly to both returning players and new players. I could make a video talking about like if you should play New Genesis, but I don't know. It depends on like if you want a fully fleshed out game. It depends on how you go about playing an MMORPG, if you like key bindings and like actually doing that sort of combo compared to that of free action sort of thing. So there's a number of variables to consider, but overall I'm having fun with New Genesis. I've been leveling a good chunk of my characters. I'll be leveling like my third character as of this recording. It's a pain in the butt to actually level up these characters, but there's some things I would want to address. They might change it later on. Note that once again, this is just the beginning, so even if there's a bunch of guides and stuff talking about the beginning stuff, it may not stay permanent. I mean, obviously some people would want guides and stuff so they can get the basic gist of it and try to power level, but in all honesty, especially when it comes to getting to the higher end levels, it's going to take some time to get to the higher levels unless you play the waiting game, and I don't know how many people would want to do that and miss out on the moment of just experiencing a new fresh start. A lot of the things that are kicking in New Genesis reminds me of the time when I played over in base PSO2 in episode 2 when I was new. There's a lot of stuff they dumbed down, made easier. There's a lot of stuff that they made. There's a lot of stuff that like gives me a bit of trauma and reminded to what I had to deal with back in base episode 2 of Japanese PSO2, but there's a number of stuff I can talk about, but I'll save that for separate videos. I'm enjoying myself. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself as well. Let me know if well, just let me know your stories as well in the comments. And if you want me to do a particular video, let me know in the comments. I know that a number of you guys are awaiting my videos talking about enhancing it, fixing, all that jazz. I'm not going to dive into it until there's new equipment and they start to flesh out this system a bit more, because currently right now there's not as many grand abilities to go for, and not only that, it's just the beginning, so there's a lot of things that they could change in due time, especially since the percentages won't be at 100%, especially if they do some of these ability matchmaking, ability meshing, where you take some stuff and try to produce something. An example of that sort of thing would be Astral Soul, where you had to have a bunch of catalysts and then you have to have Darkness Soul. You combine them, you make an Astral Soul. They might do that formula in New Genesis as well. So it may be easy, may be complicated. It is the same thing, it's just that it has the same feel, different look. So that is it for this video. Once again, let me know your stories in the comments below. And before I end this video, let me show you what I've been doing with this particular character. So, if I can pull up my menu, but I think I just, yeah. UI off is strong command, especially if I put it, okay, there we go. So as you can see, my character is level 17 and their sub is 12. However, their first subclass was Hunter, it's level 14. Then on my other character, yes, I am actually leveling up my other characters in the beginning stage because I'm gambling on something, but it depends on what SEGA or PSO2 New Genesis does later on. My other character is also at level 15, so I've been working on these other characters and getting some of their certain classes that I want them to use in New Genesis to the high level. But that is pretty much it for this video. Once again, there'll be separate videos later on talking about some of the things. The big one that I'm going to be working on is pros and cons of having multiple characters. Depending on when the next update is, that might become irrelevant or relevant. I don't know. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.